I was joking about how we've been hurt, arrested, and sued all this year, but the reality, we've been through it. And so, like you said, I think that culture in certain moments allows you to kind of dig deeper into the trenches. And when you have someone to the right and the left of you that is ready to go to war and do whatever it takes, there's a lot of confidence in that. And so it's really hard to build great culture. And Becky Hammond, she's our leader, she's our coach, and that's all of us celebrating, having a good time. Man, we were just rolling in there deep. They were so fed up with us.
Yeah, you're allowed to. You're the champions. I mean, you go back to back. You can do whatever you want.
This question over here, Asia. First of all, how are you feeling? Coming off of a really physical game on the road, another physical game tonight. How are you feeling physically, and how are you feeling mentally right now at this point in the season? Team just hasn't been able to put together kind of comprehensive games on both ends of the floor so far.
Yeah, I mean, physically, I'm hurting, but at the same time, nobody really cares. It's something that we're just going to continue to work through. All of my teammates, everybody in this league is hurt in some type of way. This league is hard, and but mentally, it's just it's the next event.
The Las Vegas Aces have dominated the WNBA for years, but it looks like things weren't as perfect behind the scenes as fans thought. Kelsey Plum has exposed serious issues within the team, from lack of energy to coaching problems. Now with the Sparks, Plum isn't holding back anymore, and what she's saying might just change the way fans view the Aces forever. Is this the beginning of the end for the Aces dynasty? Or is Plum just bitter about leaving the team? We're breaking it all down today on NBA Showdown. Let's get into it. Kelsey Plum made it clear from the start. She's here to compete and expects to win. In a bold statement, she said, "I'm very well aware that the coach said and Reagan said I'm here to compete, so there are expectations to win." This wasn't just a standard response. It was a subtle jab at her former team. With the Aces, Plum played alongside superstars, but something was missing. Now, with the Sparks, she's emphasizing a culture shift, one that holds players accountable and prioritizes winning above all else. Her words suggest that while the Aces had talent, they might have lacked discipline and focus. Was this an indirect call-out of her former teammates and coaching staff? If so, it's only the beginning.
For being here today, Heather. But really, this day, they call it KP Day, but I think this is just a day for the Sparks and this franchise. The ownership and the legacy that this franchise has had, I'm very well aware, and I understand that, like Coach said and Reagan said, we're here to compete. So there's expectations.
While Plum was busy calling out team expectations, Aja Wilson was dealing with a different battle. Her own physical and mental exhaustion. Wilson openly admitted, "Physically, I'm hurting due to the games, and mentally, I just need to buckle up and do what I need to do." This statement highlights a deeper problem within the Aces. Winning back-to-back championships is an unbelievable achievement. But was it taking a toll on the team? Wilson's words suggest that players were worn down, playing through pain, and struggling to stay mentally sharp. If even the team's biggest star was feeling drained, what did that say about the overall team culture? Were the Aces pushing their players too hard? Or was this the price of building a WNBA dynasty? One thing is clear. Plum saw these issues firsthand, and she wasn't going to stay quiet about them.
This question over here, Asia. First of all, how are you feeling? Coming off of a really physical game on the road, another physical game tonight. How are you feeling physically, and how are you feeling mentally right now at this point in the season? Team just hasn't been able to put together kind of comprehensive games on both ends of the floor so far.
Yeah, I mean, physically, I'm hurting, but at the same time, nobody really cares. It's something that we're just going to continue to work through. All of my teammates, everybody in this league is hurt in some type of way. This league is hard, and but mentally, it's just the next event.
Kelsey Plum didn't just talk about on-court struggles. She highlighted how much drama the Aces faced off the court as well. She said, "I was joking about how we've been hurt, arrested, and sued all this year. And those moments allow you to simply dig deeper into the trenches and handle situations in a better manner." This statement might sound lighthearted, but it's actually a serious reflection of the Aces' past year. Injuries derailed key players. Legal battles created unwanted distractions. Off-court incidents put the team in the headlines for the wrong reasons. Instead of being able to focus purely on basketball, Plum and her teammates had to deal with controversy after controversy. Could this constant drama be one of the reasons Plum decided it was time for a fresh start? And if so, how much of the blame falls on the ACES leadership? Plum's next comments made her feelings even more clear.
I was joking about how we've been hurt, arrested, and sued all this year, but the reality, we've been through it. And so, like you said, I think that culture in certain moments allows you to kind of dig deeper into the trenches. And when you have someone to the right and the left of you that is ready to go to war and do whatever it takes, there's a lot of confidence in that. And so it's really hard to build great culture. And Becky Hammond, she's our leader, she's our coach, and that's all of us celebrating, having a good time. Man, we were just rolling in there deep. They were so fed up with us.
Yeah, you're allowed to. You're the champions. I mean, you go back to back. You can do whatever you want.
Kelsey Plum didn't stop at calling out team struggles. She took direct shots at how the ACES were built. She stated, "Everyone can shoot, they can guard multiple positions, and they're all competitors. They want to win. But in my team, the Sparks, your bigs will take you places, and that doesn't happen elsewhere." This wasn't just praise for the Sparks. This was a clear criticism of the ACES. Plum is suggesting that Las Vegas relied too much on perimeter play and didn't have the dominant interior presence needed to win championships consistently. Her message is loud and clear. The Sparks have a well-balanced team. The ACES lacked the depth in key areas. She believes her new team is structured for long-term success. Is she right? Or is this just sour grapes from a former player trying to hype up her new squad? One thing's for sure, Plum's departure from the ACES wasn't as smooth as people thought. And there's still more to uncover.
Vegas ACES.
Everyone can shoot, they can play multiple positions, they can guard multiple positions, and they're all competitors. They want to win, they want to get better, they want to be great. That to me really stood out. And, in this league, your bigs will take you places. I mean, if you look at championship teams down the line, usually your 3-4 are instrumental in making a run, to a championship. And so just looking at that, I mean, it's the best young front court in the league, and it's not close.
Kelsey Plum has always been known for her relentless drive to win, and her recent comments prove that she expects the same level of commitment from her teammates. She stated, "Being back-to-back WNBA champions simply sounds like heaven, and it takes everybody to get through these games." This statement highlights the championship mentality Plum believes every player should have. Winning at the highest level isn't just about talent. It's about teamwork, sacrifice, and mental toughness. However, Plum's words also suggest she didn't always feel that unity with the ACES. She's emphasizing that winning takes everybody, which could be a hint that not all players in Las Vegas were fully committed. While the ACES have had back-to-back success, the pressure of maintaining dominance may have exposed cracks within the team. And if Plum didn't feel like the ACES had the right mindset, it's no surprise she's embracing a fresh start with the Sparks. Was Las Vegas truly unified behind their championships? Or did internal issues make Plum feel like the team wasn't as dominant as it seemed?
Well, Kelsey, back-to-back WNBA champions, how does that sound?
Sounds like heaven.
What did it take to win this one tonight, especially with you guys being shorthanded?
It took everybody. I'm so proud of this team. People came in that haven't played in weeks and contributed. Sydney Colson, Kayla George, Kirsten Bell. AC went from not starting to start.
Plum didn't just call out general team issues. She pointed out a major flaw in how the ACES approach the game. She said, "To be honest, most of the damage to our team is self-inflicted. Our team lacked energy, and neither did we have enough intensity in the play, and the opposing team was well coached compared to ours." This is the most direct criticism yet. Plum is openly saying that the ACES were their own worst enemy. She's not blaming injuries. She's not blaming outside distractions. She's blaming the team's lack of effort and poor coaching. For a team that's been seen as a WNBA powerhouse, this is a massive statement. Plum is exposing the fact that the ACES, despite their talent, struggled because of internal problems that could have been avoided. Was this a lack of leadership? Was coaching not holding players accountable? Or was the team just complacent after winning back-to-back titles? Whatever the case, Plum is making it clear. The ACES were not as dominant as people thought, and she's ready to thrive in a new system that values effort, intensity, and smart coaching. With these explosive comments, Plum may have just ended the illusion of the Aces' perfect team culture.
I mean, credit to Seattle. They came out and they really punched us in the face. I think that, to be honest, a lot of the wounds were self-inflicted. You know, I think that we lacked energy coming out. I think also, too, they killed us on the boards. In transition is what they do really well. And defensively, we didn't have enough intensity. So credit, I think we turned it around a little bit, but then we weren't able to hit shots. It happens on nights like that, but there's other things we got to do to make plays. But again, credit to Seattle. They've won 5 in a row, I think, and they're a very good team. They have veterans. They're well coached. I mean, they're a team that's going to be, you know, tough, especially in September, October.
Kelsey Plum's explosive comments have exposed serious flaws within the Las Vegas Aces. She questioned the team's commitment. She hinted at coaching problems. She outright stated that the Aces' struggles were their own fault. So now we ask you, is Plum right? Is the Aces' dominance coming to an end because of internal problems and bad leadership? Or is Plum just bitter about leaving the team and trying to stir up controversy? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to NBA Showdown for more deep dives, player drama, and expert analysis. This story isn't over yet. Stay tuned for more NBA and WNBA showdowns.